Have you ever stopped trying because a part of you believes, what's the point? That feeling of giving up before you begin has a name. It's called learned helplessness. Here's the scary part. It doesn't start as a belief. It starts as a pattern. Repeated failure, repeated punishment, repeated invalidation, until the brain stops expecting control. And when the brain stops expecting control, it stops looking for options. Let's break this down. First, what is learned helplessness? It's a psychological state where a person believes they have no control over outcomes, even when they actually do. This belief kills motivation, effort, and hope, not because someone is weak, but because their brain has been trained by experience to expect that nothing they do will matter. Where does it come from? Repeated failures that weren't explained or supported. Environments where effort wasn't rewarded or was punished. Caregivers, bosses, or partners who criticized, micromanaged, or invalidated every move. Trauma and chronic stress that made survival the only goal. The result? People stop applying, stop asking, stop defending themselves. They stay in bad jobs, bad relationships, bad routines, not because they like it, but because hope feels dangerous. Why risk trying if trying has always hurt? What does it look like in real life? At work, I won't speak up. No one listens anyway. In relationships, if I set a boundary, it'll just start a fight. In school, I'm just not a math person. In health, I'll never stick to a routine. I always fail. In life, people like me don't get that kind of chance. Here's the truth. Learned helplessness is learned, which means it can be unlearned. Not overnight, not with fake positivity, but with small, repeatable wins that retrain the brain to expect control again. How do we reverse it? Step 1. Micro-control. Shrink the battlefield. Pick something tiny you can control today. Drink 1 glass of water in the morning. Walk for 2 minutes. Send 1 email. Finish 1 page. The goal isn't intensity. It's completion, because completed actions create evidence. Evidence rebuilds belief. Step 2. State the win out loud. After each action, name it. I did that. This sounds silly. It's not. Language marks the brain. Naming the win turns a moment into a memory, and a memory into proof. Step 3. Design for frictionless success. Make the right action the easy action. Lay out clothes the night before. Keep the book on the pillow. Block 10 minutes on the calendar labeled non-negotiable. Success is less about motivation and more about environment. Step 4. Borrow belief. If your belief is at 0, use someone else's. Therapists, mentors, friends. People who can hold a bigger vision of you while you rebuild yours. This isn't dependence. It's scaffolding. Step 5. Reframe failure. Failure isn't a verdict. It's a data point. Instead of I can't, try. This method didn't work. What's the next method? Ask better questions. What part of this is in my control? What is the smallest next step? If this were easy, what would it look like? Step 6. Track streaks, not perfection. 1 action per day. Tiny is fine. Protect the streak. Miss a day? Restart the next day, no drama. Perfection is a trap. Consistency is a weapon. Step 7. Set boundary upgrades. Sometimes helplessness is maintained by people who benefit from it. The critic, the controller, the gaslighter. Upgrade your boundaries. I won't discuss this when I'm being insulted. I'll continue this conversation at 6 p.m. I'm not available for that. Every boundary is a vote for self-trust. What about symptoms to watch for? Chronic procrastination that feels like paralysis. Automatic negative predictions. It won't work. Numbness where excitement should be. Saying, I don't know when you actually do. Apologizing for existing. If that sounds familiar, that's not your personality. That's a pattern. Here's a simple weekly protocol to get momentum back. Daily. 1 2 to 10 minute task you can finish and say out loud, done. 3x per week. A 10 to 20 minute walk or light movement, no performance goals. Twice a week. 1 uncomfortable, tiny reach out email, message, question. Weekly. Write down 3 things you controlled, no matter how small. Every Sunday, choose 1 friction fix for the coming week. Remember this. Hope is not a feeling. Hope is built. It's built by action that creates proof that rebuilds belief. You are not broken. You are not lazy. You are not just like this. Your brain learned a rule to keep you safe. Now teach it a new one. My actions matter. I can start small, and small compounds. If this resonated, save this video and share it with someone who needs proof that change is possible. Next, we'll cover learned optimism, the step-by-step process to replace helplessness with confidence. 1 tiny win at a time.